So here's a semi-shocking short story which completely shatters the narrative that only guys do locker room talk. And what do I mean by locker room talk? I'm talking about, guys talking about their conquests and details about the gals they've been with, and you get the point. That narrative. The reality is, the gals, in many cases, can vastly outdo guys in terms of the locker room talk. Girls cannot keep a secret. And it's very likely, gentlemen, that you have ex-girlfriends out there that have told, or a girlfriend right now, or maybe even wife, who has told her friend or friends the size of your package, how you perform, what you like, all sorts of things like that. No joke, because women can't keep secrets. Some gals out there will keep their trap shut, but it's very rare, and this story makes the whole point on a whole new level. And of course, this guy's done with her. Titled, My girlfriend, a 25-year-old female, shares a live Google spreadsheet with her sister detailing and rating my performance in bed. And a shout out to Owen for sending in this story. Now listen to this. Takes it to a whole new level. I made a throwaway account for this because my friends know my main account. Me and my girlfriend have been living together for about 6 months. Dating for 2 years. Smack! You moved in after a year and a half? Are you nuts? She's really close with her older sister. They tell each other literally everything. I never really minded because I know girls talk and whatever. Yeah, there's talk and there's talk. Well, last night she went to pick up a pizza and left her MacBook open on the coffee table. My phone was charging in the bedroom, so I just tapped the track pad to look up the score of the basketball game. A browser window was already open to a Google spreadsheet. I was not trying to snoop at all, but my name was literally at the top of in big bold letters, so I looked. Guys, if you see somebody writing about you on their phone or computer or anything like that, you got every right to look at it. Guys, it was a log of literally every single time we had SCX for the last year. It had columns for the date, time it took, what positions we did, and a rating of out of 10. But the worst part is there was a comment section and her sister was typing in it. Her sister had edit access and was leaving comments like, wow, only 7 minutes this time, lol, and or tell him to try that thing from last week again. There was a whole row where they were comparing my size to her sister's ex-boyfriend. Guys, I like this. Some days I think I've heard everything, and then I read something like this. Holy freaking crap. Can you imagine, what I'm going to say, can you imagine if the situation was reversed and a girl found that her guy was talking to his brother or a friend or whatever and doing the same thing basically? They'd lose their mind. But when it's done here, well, then it's excusable. That's psycho. That is completely betraying your trust on a whole new level. Some could say, well, what's the difference between them actually talking about it versus a spreadsheet? There's a fucking difference. I felt so physically sick, I just closed the laptop and put it exactly where it was. And when she got back with the food, I couldn't even eat. I just said my stomach was hurting and I went to bed. He should have taken a picture of that. He should have taken pictures and evidence because, well, This morning I brought up and I asked her why she has a spreadsheet about our sex life shared with her sister. A fair question. Now, can you guess, gentlemen, place your bets, how girlfriend here is going to respond to all this? Well, she got super pale and then immediately got defensive and started yelling at me for, wait for it, going through her computer. You're yelling at me for invading your privacy? Look at the fucking spreadsheet, honey. She says it's just normal girl talk and that I'm making a huge deal out of nothing. Uh-huh. Sure. And yet guys are always shamed for the locker room talk. She said it would start as a joke to track her cycle and then just became a funny thing they love to do to bond. Then go do each other's fucking hair or toenails. You don't need to do this. And use me as something you make fun of and laugh about. Is this how a woman who truly loves her guy behaves? Obviously not. I told her it was extremely violating and weird that her sister knows exactly what we do in bed and rates me. Well, sadly, brother, rare is it that you're going to find a guy out there that some other girl he didn't date or sleep with knows about his junk and stuff. Girls fucking talk. But there's degrees to this, and this is awful. I packed a bag and came to my buddy's house. Now my phone is blowing up with texts from her saying wait for it, that I'm insecure and, you all know what I'm going to say next, controlling for trying to police her relationship with her sister. No, I'm not trying to police your relationship with your sister, you asshole. I'm saying that it's taking things too far. And by the way, we're done. Her sister even texted me saying to grow up and that all girls do this. No, all girls don't have spreadsheet things. They share in the Google Drive with each other. Am I going crazy here? Is this actually normal girl talk? I feel like I can never look at her sister in the eye again at family dinners. I honestly don't know if I can get past this, but we just signed a 12-month lease together. Brother, if you don't end it with her, if you think it's bad now, it's going to a whole new level. She's doing what so many women will do. Instead of admitting that they're being assholes, and she and her sister are assholes, she's turning around blaming it on you. That you're overreacting, you're being ridiculous, you're being insecure and controlling. Bullshit. If the situation was reversed, and you were doing the same thing with your brother or buddy about her, and she found it, she would be losing her shit. Steam would be coming out of her fucking ears. She'd be spinning around like the Tasmanian devil. Yeah, it'd be pretty bad. You're not the bad guy here. She's the bad guy. Dump her. He just said he signed a 12-month lease. That sucks. Talk to your landlord. See what you can do. Maybe it's just a guy that, is renting an extra house he owns, or a condo he once lived in, and maybe you can work something out. If it's a company that owns an apartment complex or something like that, see about oftentimes they have an early, whatever you call it, ending the lease early type of thing. We might have to pay a penalty a month of rent, I don't know what, but you got to get out of it. You cannot continue living with her. End of freaking story. Find a way, because this is over. If you stay with her, good God almighty, it's going to be a mess. But anyhow, guys, there you go. Completely shatters the narrative that only guys do this type of stuff. It's like this. I mean, it's one thing. I mean, people talk, but this goes to a whole new level. It's completely unacceptable. And I know I'm going to have female viewers watching this and will agree with me here. Now, as a bonus, I'm going to read the comment section. And let me tell you, there are a lot of people in the comment section that actually don't have a problem with what she's doing. It's psycho. But yet you have some people that have brains. This first one's from a woman. And while she's seemingly in agreement with the guy, you'll listen to this. It's from a woman. She says, "This is absolutely not normal girl talk. I would be horrified if someone did that to me. And I bet if the tables were turned and she found out some shit you were sharing with your buddies or your brother, she'd be freaking out. Thank you. I don't think there's anything wrong with sharing some general stuff with your bestie or your sister as what goes on in your sex life, but details with charts and graphs, I don't freaking think so." So she just admitted what I told you. She's admitting that the bar charts on Google Drive is going too far. But right there, I don't think it's a big deal sharing things about your sex life with your bestie. So even she's admitting they do it. This is why I told you, girls out there you never slept with, that you never went in a relation, they know the size of your junk and how you perform right there. I would really rethink your whole relationship. I think it shows a huge amount of disrespect to you. And frankly, I'd be not wanting to ever have you-know-what with her again, because I feel like her sister was standing in the corner with a clipboard in hand reading the whole procedure. Well, I'm glad she acknowledges the whole Google Drive thing is wrong and you should break up with her. But even she's admitting this is what they do. Another one. Listen to this. "I don't think it's normal and it's embarrassing, but I would try to get over it. It's not worth ending a good thing over." Smack! Are you nuts? This is the commenter. Just look at her and her sister. They're super close. So what if they discuss when you smash? This person's fucking crazy. A good thing? That's not a good relationship. And it's especially not a good... If she admitted that she was wrong and apologized for it and said it got out of hand and expressed remorse for what she did, I would still end it with her. But at least I can have some shred of respect for her. She was gaslighting and making him out to be the bad guy here. Here's another one. I think it's a guy. It says, "It's not normal, but I would love to see all things I do well and the things I could do better all on paper. Everyone is different. Stop being defensive and have a conversation about it. You weren't snooping when you found it, so it was innocent. Take the feedback, read it together, and put more 10 on the spreadsheet. Then start your own spreadsheet. It could turn into a pretty good game." This fucking idiot fails to... This is someone that has an ego. who's a narcissist that would love to see their numbers on paper and all that. The point is, she betrayed his trust and shit on him when he confronted her. And last one, this guy says, don't mind if it's normal or not according to cultural norms or her boundaries. Feel if it's okay with your personal boundaries. If it's not, she can't say anything about that. If she cares, she should understand and adjust, or maybe you're not compatible enough to go separate ways. Her behavior of defensiveness and attack indicate she underneath knows she did something wrong, but maybe can't admit it to herself. Probably deep down, well, that's the thing, we can debate that. Either deep down she knows she did something wrong, but doesn't want to admit because women and accountability, therefore she's attacking him, or she truly doesn't get it because that function doesn't exist in her brain. I guess being aggressive at her will only make her close more, but calmly state firm boundaries about the issue, sharing too much personal stuff about you, undermining your trust and judging, and see if she can meet and apologize for crossing boundaries. Yeah, sure. She's not going to apologize. If she was actually sorry, she would have done it already. This is the comment section. This is Reddit. But the way I see it, and the majority of you, massively crossing boundaries, absolute grounds for breakup, walk away, figure out a way to break the lease, and never talk to her again. And yeah, she's going to try to ruin your name, and make sure everybody knows about that control of narrative. But again, guys, as I said in the beginning, this narrative that only men do this is the biggest pile of crap ever.